Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. And no, it's not a song reaction. Haha, had you fooled. No, this one, I got sent this by one of my followers, subscribers, because I hadn't actually seen about this, and then I've seen a few people talking about this, and I thought, okay, this is something I'd want to have a discussion video about. It's kind of following from the last video I did on like the whole AI music thing, so it's going to be sort of like another video like that. One of my followers, subscribers, sort of sent a link to this. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm not actually seeing about this. And then before I was filming this, I saw a video from Alice from Lake Malice. She posted like an Instagram video talking about this. So I thought I'll watch what she's had to say on it. And then I'm going to look at the article on it. Because it's on the subject of AI music again. And this one, a big sort of radio station in the UK, has played an AI artist band. And it's caused a bit of controversy. So I thought I'll look into this further. But yeah, I'm going to check out what Alice had to say on this first. And then I'm going to look at the article. So without further ado, I'll check this video out first, and then we'll go into the article. Right, so let's see what she's had to say on this.
So in case you missed it, the BBC has been promoting
an
artist that makes music with AI. It's one of the
okay, so the BBC are one of the biggest broadcasts in the UK.
Interviewed somebody as Artist of the Month. Now there's a few videos around about this, but I just wanted to kind of go through the reasons why this is bad. And it's not just for the artists.
I can see why this has caused a bit of a stir.
It's been championing so many amazing artists so far. So it's not only disrespectful towards the musicians community, but even towards the people that try and work their asses off to highlight.
It's a bit of a slap in the face.
In a way. And the other thing is, how is this making its way to people's ears? Streaming platforms
it's a good point.
Should be labeling this content as AI generated. Just doesn't make any sense.
It should be labelled, 100%.
The community is not talking about it either. There is no real community, there is no real union that can...
No, it's been very silent actually.
Together in the music industry, and that's one of the saddest things, is that I don't see many high profile...
I haven't seen many people talking about it either, to be honest, apart from Lucas from Holding Absence.
And a lot more people should be talking about it, because it's just taken away from all the effort that goes into actually making music, from people that put effort into it, time, play, live shows.
She's bang on. 100% she's bang on.
Into that is crazy, and there's not a lot of money coming back into that part. So to have something,
the bands are getting in debt, man, to be able to pursue this as well.
The taking from that part is just surreal and unfair, obviously.
Okay, yeah, she raised a lot of good points there as well, and it is kind of like, this people have been silent about it as well, because like it should be, bands and artists should be talking about this a lot more. I know we've had like the Few thing come out. Alright, so the only one I've really noticed was Lucas from Holding Absence talking about it, to be honest. So yeah, she raised a lot of good points there, and it is kind of like, it's getting to that point now where it's becoming more prevalent on streaming services now, and the fact it's on one of the biggest broadcasts in the UK as well. So yeah, this article's on Rolling Stone, so I'm just gonna like read through it and see what also they said about it. But yeah, it goes on to say, BBC introducing, criticised after champion pitch perfect AI generated music. Okay, the music and Midlands-based artist Pappy Lamore was hailed as pitch perfect and amazing during the show, which aired last weekend. So this is from the 14th of November, so this is literally a few days ago at the time of this. BBC has been criticised after championing the musician who admitted on air that their music was completely AI generated. The music and Midlands based artist Pappy Lamore was hailed as pitch perfect and amazing on BBC Radio WM's BBC introducing show late Thursday, November 6th, which celebrates upcoming musicians across West Midlands and Warwickshire who have submitted their own compositions to the platform. Host Theo Jackson praised Lamore's music before they appeared on the show and openly admitted that their song, which was created to celebrate Black History Month, has been made with AI software. It's a little pushback or question from Johnson. Lamore explained how the background in computer science has helped them create a track where every bit of the vocals and instrumentation was AI generated. Lamore said on the show, I listened to it and it was like something from a movie that tells you that the future music is going to change. Oh boy. Johnson has sold of the Soul Flet track. I feel like we are seeing that change because it sounds pitch perfect. When I heard it was something amazing, and then it's like, who is this? I've never interviewed anyone on the radio who has said this was AI. Lamore even went on to admit that they would struggle to perform that track in a live setting. This has been the argument as well. The segment was first brought to Rhinestone's UK attention by Birmingham-based songwriter Molly XO, who criticised the decision to showcase mod music in a viral TikTok video and voiced her fears about how it could impact future musicians. I did see that actually, and she did raise some good points on it. If I can find her TikTok, I'll put in the link down below. This is what she had to say. It made me wonder what I've put in all this work for. I've spent time uploading song after song to the BBC introducing, doing gigs, working with songwriters, producers, spending 20 years of my life learning how to be good at music. To hear someone get rewarded as quickly for something made by AI is just so disappointing. She added, I've spoken to a lot of artists who have dealt with BBC introducing West Midlands. We want to understand how a pre-recorded interview where AI music was the focus made it to air. They should have made the decision to say, actually no, we're not going to add this. The decision to air Lamar's music came at a time when musicians have increasingly more of the risk of AI and how government plans around the technology. Lamar is yet to directly respond, but posted a cryptic TikTok video in which he said, jealousy shouts, kindness thinks, and courage keeps creating. Never let the noise of small minds drown the work of a big one. Oh, you're so out of touch. At the beginning of the year, Paul McCartney called on the British government to protect artists in the face of new copyright law that will allow for AI to rip off creators. You get young guys and girls coming up and they write a Beatles song and they don't own it, they don't have anything to do with it, and anyone who wants can just rip it off. McCartney told the BBC. The truth is, the money's going somewhere. When it gets on streaming platforms, somebody's getting the money, and it should be the person who created it. It shouldn't just be some tech giant somewhere. Someone's getting paid. Why shouldn't it be the guy sat down and wrote yesterday? Critics argue that it risks the employment of actual musicians, who also feared the legislation could allow the work for human creators to be used by AI models and ripped off without consent or payment. BBC spokesperson told Rolling Stone UK, each track is considered based on its musical merit and whether it's right for our target audience, with decisions made on a case-by-case basis. Sophie Jones, Chief Strategy Officer for the BP, added, while we don't know the specific facts around this case, our overarching view is that while AI has existed as a tool in music creation for some time and is already being used productively by some artists in their work, it should be used to support human creativity and not supplant it. We continue to see a rise in AI-generated tracks entering the market, facilitated by tech companies training AI models using creative works, largely without authorization or payments to creators and rights holders, which completes directly from the human artistry. That's why we're calling on the UK government to protect copyright and introduce new transparency obligations for AI companies so that music rights can be licensed and enforced, and call for content which has been solely generated by AI to be clearly labelled as such. Earlier this year, the likes of Kate Bush, Damon Albarn and Annie Lennox are also among 1,000 artists who contributed to a silent album protesting government plans around AI. The album, titled Is What We Want, features recording of empty music studios and performance spaces. Over 1,000 artists are credited as co-writers for the 12 listed songs. So, yeah, this is I think what a lot of people in the music industry have been worried about, whether it's, bands, artists, not so much record labels, because there are labels that are actually signing AI artists, but I think it's something to be worried about now, because there's no sort of way of knowing when something's AI or not unless it's specifically labelled. I mean, I think YouTube were demonetising like AI music and stuff just because it doesn't fit with like the creative profile on there. Spotify, I know Spotify have been trying to get stuff over there, but there is a lot of AI stuff on there, and it's just, like going back to like Alice's video at the start, like it's not being talked about enough, and there are like, not everyone's going to agree. You got people on this side going, it's fine if it sounds good, I like it if it's AI, but then you got people on this side where they're like, well, no, because it's taken away that human creativity, bands are not going to exist anymore, artists are going to struggle, it's going to kill off the live scene, because how does AI work live? Like, you're not going to get the same atmosphere from a band playing or an artist to an AI band or artist, because it's just going to be watching a screen really, and it's just, it's going to affect that. And it's just, if AI starts to really become a massive thing, then all the bands that we love or know, they'll cease to exist, because they're going to compete with that, like, and it just takes away the graft of the scene as well. Like, it's like Lucas said when that band Bleeding Verse ripped off Holding Absence. It's a wake up call, and it's really going to affect how the music scene works as well in the industry as a whole. And obviously, the BBC, they're quite a big publisher, like a broadcaster in the UK as well. And obviously, to not do due diligence, I don't know how it works when it comes to like the introducing, but you get like bands that are always uploading stuff, trying to get their play so they get their name out there. and that feels a bit of a slap in the face as well, that an AI artist can get it done like that. And it's not sitting well with people, and I don't think there's enough people are talking about it, to be honest. And like, no one's going to agree on this. Like, I've even had people comment on some of my videos saying, oh, AI's not that bad, like if it sounds good I like it, that's fine, that's your prerogative. But yeah, for me, I'm not on board with AI at all, like, because this is what, going back to the Hollywood strike with America, with the Actors and the Writers Guild, this was one of the concerns for them, and now it's translating to music, and you are seeing some bands are using AI generated stuff, like whether it's artwork or videos. So it's becoming a real thing now, and it's not talked about enough. And like, there is no union for like artists or bands really, because where do they stand? Like, if they've been grafting for 10, 15, 20 plus years, like, is there anything they can do to help them as well? So yeah, it's an interesting debate. It's not something everyone's going to agree on. It's causing quite a bit of stir online, and apart from the few bands that I like that I've seen talk about, it's kind of not really been talked about much, besides the big artists as well. Yeah, I don't know what the music scene will look like, because this isn't the first time. There's been a number of cases, and obviously this only caught wind because I've seen it like through someone that sent it to me, and then obviously like Lucas from Holding Absence, and now As from Lake Malice as well. So it's, yeah, I don't know what they can do about it, because I know there's been pushes for people in the government in the UK to try and put protections in place and to not sort of promote this AI generated stuff, because you get a bit of software, you can type in, oh, I want to create like a emotional guitar driven like song, it pumps it out within seconds, and it's not labelled either. So I think that's part of the problem as well. But yeah, it's very controversial at the moment. I don't know what's going to happen with it, if they have to do more due diligence when they're promoting these type of bands and artists on like these radio stations as well. So it's a very interesting debate. Not everyone's going to agree, 100% get that, but yeah, I don't know what's going to be done about it, to be honest, because the argument is like, there's some people going, oh, people like AI because the human like element of music it's just not there anymore, and it's like they're saying, oh, it's going to push them to write better songs, and like, I get that, but also you listen to that, it's a bit soulless. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, it's one of those things. Not everyone's going to agree on it, but yeah, I wanted to make a video on it because it's an interesting topic, and yeah, I'm very anti-AI, to be honest. It's something that everyone's like, oh, it'll happen in 10, 20 years. It's happening now, man. From the start of 2025 to now, AI has taken a massive leap. So yeah, it's something to be mindful of. I don't know if radio stations that are going to have to be more diligent when it comes to it, because it's caused the fact that it's got articles written about it from one of the biggest trades ever. That shows you how controversial it is at the moment. So yeah, I don't know what you guys think down below. What's your thought on it? You thought AI, you against it? Let me know in the comments. It'd be interesting to see what you got to say. But yeah, that'll be it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, don't forget to like and subscribe down below. Stay tuned for more videos, and I'll see you on the next one.